Hi, my name is Anna, and since I'm just joining, I thought what better way to join than actually join a readathon. And the first one I'm planning to join is Reading in Translation, which the readathon is running from the 21st of December to 21st to 31st of December. So I'll have some time to read. It's like 10 days. So I'll have some time to read. Which is created by Hafsa at I don't know if she has a book YouTube channel or not. I didn't find any. I link her Twitter down below. And let's get started. The first one is read a translated book from a language you would love to learn. First I was thinking maybe I should take German, because I would love to be actually fluent in it. But then it's like, do you really learn it since I kind of know pretty much already? Then I thought maybe I should go with French instead, because I read French for 2 years in high school and don't know any more French anymore, it feels like. So learning French again would be really fun. And for French, I have found The Elegance of the Hedgehog by Muriel Barbery, and I heard a lot of positive reviews about this one, and I feel like it won't have much of a synopsis because I know it's like something about a hotel, but a lot of people that I have seen that I like have similar taste to me as like this one, so I'm excited. I think it's gonna be great. First challenge. And the next one is read a translated book from what you think is the hardest to learn. And my first kind of languages that came to mind was either like Chinese or Finnish. And I don't think I have any Chinese books that is actually translated. I have some Finnish, and Finnish is really hard. Believe me, I've been trying. It's super weird language. Like, why don't they have prepositions? What is wrong with prepositions? Why do you have to make words a mile long? I don't get it. And then I am half Finnish. But seriously, that language is crazy. I did have a Finnish book at least that I could read, which is, I actually have like 6, or now I have like 8 books by him. And I just grab one basically. Arto Paasilina. I think that's how good it's gonna get for me trying to pronounce this. And I have actually gone a course in this. And I got good grade in it. But seriously, it's hard. And suolainen myrkynnän kätiä. Myrkynnän kätiä. Suolainen myrkynnän kätiä. It sounds gonna get better than that. And then it's like you're supposed to just pronounce everything how it's spelled. It's still really hard. But this one is The Sweet Poison Cook, and it's about an old lady, and I think she's gonna become a poisoner. And what I know about his books before, I read one, which was Collective Suicide. It is very over the top, satirical, kind of crazy books he's doing, which is like humorous. And I kind of like the other one, but when I talked to my mom, she's Finnish, she said like, I wasn't sure you were gonna like it or not because it's super Finnish humor. And I'm like, I see what you mean. It is super Finnish. And we'll see if I like this book or not. Otherwise I have like 7 more. I found them for like 20 cents a piece like years ago. So I have a ton. I'm trying to read them so I can give them to my mom. I don't think she have read them. But this is for Finnish. Next one was language someone in your life is speaking. And then I decided to take Spanish because I have a very close friend of mine that's from Peru originally. And then I got Marina by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. And I've read what is it called? The Shadow of the Wind, which I gave 5 stars. I really liked the setting, it's a bit gothic setting to telling. It was like the mystery I thought was kind of meh, but I still really loved it because of how he was writing, and especially the atmosphere and the plot too. So I have really high hopes about this one. So this is for Spanish. And next one is read a book from a language hardly gets translated, which I think is a bit of interpretive question, because it's a bit like to English or is to any language, because I feel like Norwegian, for example, it maybe doesn't get translated as frequently to English as it does to Swedish, for an example. But I was thinking like Estonian, I feel like that's probably don't get translated however you see it. It feels like a very small language. I'm guessing now, but I'm gonna take Estonian. And then I'm gonna read A Man Who Spoke Snakish by Andrus Kivirak. Kivirak? Andrus Kivirak. I think it's a bit close to Finnish in how you pronounce it. Hopefully. But I know it's like I know it's a bestseller in Estonia. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to read too much about it. I know it's satirical in some way, and I don't want to know more. And I think it's gonna be good. Sometimes you have a feeling about books, and I have a feeling about this one that I'm gonna like it. So hopefully I will do. I would be sad. Even bought this one brand new. So that says a lot about me. I only buy books brand new that I'm like, I'm really gonna love you. So hopefully these are 4 stars. From on a language that's spoken in a country that you want to visit. And then I was a bit on the fence about two books. One is Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. I read Norwegian Woods by him, which I enjoyed, gave 4 stars. I know this one is supposed to be pretty different, I think. And this we will see if I read. It's pretty fake, so it depends on what mood I am in and how much I can actually spend time reading. I have a lot of other stuff to do. It's from Japan. He's Japanese, and this one is originally written in Japanese. So Japan would be very nice to visit someday. So I think this is a very weird cat. That's a very weird cover, isn't it? That cat is very weird. Depends on what time I have. Otherwise, we have Portuguese with Veronica Decides to Die by Paulo Coelho. I've read 5 books or 4. No, I read 5 books by him before, and I had read The Alchemist, 5 by the River Piedra. I Sat Down and Wept, which I gave 4. The Devil and Miss Prim, which I also gave 4. The Valkyriorna. I'm gonna say the Swedish name, Valkyriorna, which is originally actually from Norse mythology. So I'm right. And which I only gave 2 stars. And then I read The Spy, which I gave 3 stars. So it's a bit all over the place. And Veronica Decides to Die is one of his more famous novels, I would say. And I think it is the only one who has actually been made into a movie with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yes, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I would want to visit Portugal again. That's a very nice country. Or Brazil would also be nice. But Portugal Portugal. I was kind of visiting my boyfriend's parents, and we didn't see so much of the countries. I would really want to see more of it. So it would be nice to go to the capital someday. And next one was to read a book that has won a literary prize, which I kind of skip because I don't know if I have any of these books, and I rather read books that I actually own instead of trying to read books I don't own, because I have a lot of books I haven't, because I already have way too much books I haven't read yet. And then we have that is written by a woman and translated by a woman. I can count The Elegance of the Hedgehog for that. It's actually translated by 2 women, even better. I guess that's how it works, right? And that was all the challenges. And then I will see what more time I have, because I have like this stack that I am also books it is translated and I want to read. For classic we have Candide by Voltaire. I don't know why I show you spine, but Candide by Voltaire is a classic I have said I should read this year. So I should read it. Maybe I should actually read it the 10 last days to actually get it done. So I actually get it done someday. What I have is Mehmet My Hawk by Yaşar Kemal. This one is translated from Turkish from the beginning. It was apparently very popular in the 70s, at least according to the backside of this book, if it's not lying to me. But I've heard a lot of good things about this, so I really want to read it. And I've had it on my shelf for like 5 years now. Other one I was swearing I should read this year was the House of the Spirits, I'm pretty sure, by Isabel Allende, which is translated from Spanish. I've also been swearing to read this one for 5 years, so that would be great. The List of My Desires by Gregory Delacour, which is translated from French. And I know the premise is that it's a woman who wins an absurd amount of money in the lottery, and that's kind of intrigued me a lot. And it's only like it's not even 200 pages, and there's a lot of like empty spaces in this one too, so it would go very quickly to read. So hopefully I can get to this one too. We have Miss Smilla's Feelings for Snow by Peter Hög, which is translated from Danish, which is a garbage language for garbage people. But it's a very popular book, so I will need to read it at some point anyway. And maybe I can get around to it now. That would be nice. So I have a lot of different books I want to read, and I'm going to try to finish the challenges first, and then we will see what more I have time for. I will try to read a bit more. I haven't read that much lately, and it kind of saddens me. So I hope this readathon will actually get me to read a lot. That would be really nice, because I have a really nice stack of books. Okay, that was it. See ya.